welcome back to the Courtside Edit. Wimbledon somehow managed to be exactly what Wimbledon always is, equal parts tennis tournament and a fever dream. We had last minute withdrawals that changed the draw completely, a British wildcard becoming the country's newest obsession, Serena Williams returning to singles after nearly 4 years away, one of the biggest upsets of the season, Djokovic playing the longest Wimbledon quarterfinal ever, and a brand new women's champion. So let's start where Wimbledon actually started, which was before the tournament even began.
Every slam has that one moment that completely reshapes the draw before play even starts, and that definitely happened this year. And it happened less than 24 hours before the tournament even began. Raducanu withdrew, Draper withdrew, and for British tennis, this was basically a nightmare scenario. Raducanu was supposed to play against Antonia Rusic.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
Draper also had one of the most anticipated first round matches with Fritz, right? Which was sadly ripped away from us. It
Yeah.
was so interesting.
No, I was excited for that match. It's a tough draw, but I know it's going to be a good match.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, losing those two British stars on, obviously at home is not great. And then, Wimbledon, I feel like they market their home players very well. And, putting it on the center court schedule, the newspapers, the promos, talking about in the media. Yeah, and they kind of build all these stories in advance, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad for whoever works in that department because, imagine you have, a story written around Draper possibly getting a deep run or Raducanu just to, toss him out right before the tournament. It's kind of sucks.
Yeah. But Wimbledon definitely, even though we lost those two big stars, there was still plenty of drama and storylines and, Arthur Fery.
Oh, yeah. So, this year, Arthur Fery was definitely the main character of the tournament. He was world number 114. He was the British wild card. He's 5'9", so you don't exactly expect him to carry the hopes of the entire country, but he somehow kept winning.
Yeah. No, and he played amazing. But it also reminded me of from the French Open on the women's side, Valenska qualifier ranked so low getting to the final, and now Arthur Fery also getting the semis. What a tennis summer, And Arthur Fery just kept beating everyone. He beat Zhumer, Virtanen, a long five-setter against Izu Bergs, and then against Dimitrov, and then Kabolian Straits,
Yeah.
who just got to the French Open final. And with all these huge wins, everyone really got behind him. The crowd at Wimbledon adopted him, and fans were screaming his name from Henman Hill. Were they calling it Fairy Fern or something? Fairy's Field?
Fairy's Field or Arthur's Seat, one of those.
Yeah, oh my God, Arthur's Seat, that's a good one. And then, yeah, he became their little sporting obsession for the fortnight. And then, a fun fact about him, I guess he had to cancel his boys' trip to Greece because, when you'd rather play Wimbledon than, party in Mykonos, so.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
He started the tournament ranked outside of the top 100. He leaves inside of the top 40. He earned around £900,000, more than his entire career prize money combined, which is insanely life-changing, which I think is nice.
Not that he needs the extra cash.
You're right.
His parents, they've got a little,
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
They've got a little
For sure.
Yeah. But speaking of storylines, I think the biggest one of the tournament, Serena Williams back on the singles court. And it's just I just can't even believe we're saying that because it's been 4 years since she's competed, and here she is.
Yeah, she played Maya Joint in, I would say, a pretty close 3-set match. She did lose, but honestly, it felt like the score felt irrelevant. I feel like the standing ovation, the crowd, it reminded everyone that she truly just transcends the game. I feel like the physical demands kind of caught up with her. She did have a knee injury and withdrew from her doubles with Venus, which was disappointing, I feel.
Yeah, that was sad. I was really excited to watch them play, but yeah, her whole like knee was swollen. She had to get all this fluid taken out. That was crazy. But I mean, that just shows you how physically demanding it is getting back, getting fit, and then how different match play is from like practice. So, and then, but this isn't the end. It's not just Wimbledon. It wasn't some, nostalgic farewell. It was a benchmark, and she's supposed to be playing Toronto, Cincinnati, build towards the Open, and because she's, playing all these tournaments, the comeback feels real, more serious than people thought. So,
Right. And then speaking of the US Open, there's little rumor that Carlos Alcaraz and Serena might be playing mixed doubles at the Open, which I have no idea if that's actually going to happen. It's definitely just like a rumor, but if it does, oh my God, getting tickets will be a nightmare. The biggest nightmare.
that would be insane. I think the roof of Ash would literally just like blow off. Like
Right.
that would be insane. Um, well, let's talk about another Grand Slam champ and Naomi Osaka.
Hmm.
Um, a pretty big upset over Aryna Sabalenka. Um, yeah, beat her in straight sets, 6-2, 7-6. And I really think what stands out is how she won it. 87% for serve points. Sabalenka couldn't really get into Osaka's service games, and even though it got to that tiebreaker where things can get where Sabalenka's actually had that huge like streak of winning tiebreakers.
Hmm.
Yeah, she just like shut the door and played amazing.
Yeah. Sabalenka looked like she didn't really enjoy playing Osaka that time. I mean, she launched the ball completely out of center court at one point and gave one of the most honest press conferences. I mean, after all, most of her losses this year, she just basically wants to either quit tennis or get drunk and forget that it even happened, which is brutal, but also honest. I mean, speaking of upsets, if Osaka produced the biggest upset of the tournament on the WTA side, Djokovic, I think, produced the one of the greatest matches of the tournament. 5 hours, 15 minutes against Felix, which is now the longest Wimbledon quarterfinal ever, which is crazy.
Yeah, insane stuff by a 39-year-old playing against what is Felix like 25, like
Yeah.
crazy stuff. And Felix was playing so good. His serving was so good. 29 aces. Um I mean, if you looked at the stats, you'd probably think Felix would have won, but somehow, Novak survived again. I mean, how many times are, what I mean? So, there was a little bit of a roof controversy that stopped play. Djokovic wasn't thrilled at that, and then that kind of paused the momentum. But he found that next level, found that extra gear, um, and in his words, with a racket and a lot of heart. Um, yeah, just incredible from him.
So wholesome.
Hmm.
While the men's draw had like a lot of, I mean, kind of predictable semifinal draw, except for Ferry. The
Hmm.
women's draw gave us something completely different. I mean, we got Nosková, 21 years old, her first slam title. What I love about this run that it wasn't easy for her. She survived an 11-9 deciding tiebreak against Kristea. She beat Madison Keys, beat Mertens, and then met Mahova in an all-Czech final.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she was playing very well. I actually thought like Keys was my pick to win it,
Wow, the whole
and then
tournament.
yeah, I
Wow.
thought, oh, she was looking good. I thought she was gonna get it, but yeah. But in the final was crazy. She had 5 championship points in the second set, couldn't convert, loses the set, and most players in their first slam final, I mean, you would unravel, right?
Yeah.
But she reset, she walked into the third and won the biggest title of her life.
No, I saw her walking past after the second set. She walked past the trophy, and I think that was when her mentality kicked in. She did not, avoid um, the struggle. She recovered easily, and honestly, I loved I just loved the match. It was great for her, and
Hmm.
another favorite Wimbledon tradition happened after the Champions Ball.
Yeah, the winners get to dance together in the formal evening wear, and I think yeah, only Wimbledon does things like this. So it's nice. It's like cute little tradition to celebrate with, the champions from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the other champion, Jannik Sinner.
Mm.
I think this tournament kind of captured why he's world number one. I mean, he came really close to leaving in round one, which was pretty shocking. He was really in serious trouble with that five setter against Kamenkovic. And I mean, I would argue that he didn't play like his best level until maybe the semifinal match against Novak, but I guess that's just the standard he set for himself, playing unbelievable tennis earlier this year. But he still
Yeah,
managed to pull out a win.
yeah, he looked like he didn't look really settled, He looked a little uncomfortable. His forehand wasn't firing like it always is, and I don't know, maybe like some people thought that he would lose before, maybe even the first week had gone by. And then I guess he just, kind of locked down, played his way into the tournament, survived. Um, and then obviously takes Novak out in straight sets. I I knew it was going to be tough for Djokovic after playing that insanely long match against Felix. I felt bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then the final got a little shaky, but he got it done.
Yeah, I mean, Zverev did play kind of. I mean, he played well. He
Yeah.
had 17 aces, 76% for serves. He won the opening tiebreak. I mean, that like scream he let out was a little concerning. Like we didn't know if Sinner was going to be able to recover.
Yeah.
But the second set tiebreak changed everything. Sinner immediately got calmer. He played the bigger points better. The momentum
Hmm.
shifted, and it just never really came back in Zverev's favor, and he won in 4 sets, defended Wimbledon, and he just, built one of the most complete seasons, I feel, so far.
Yeah, what a season. I especially after the French
Yeah.
and like, people doubting him like, oh, how's his fitness? How's this? How's that? But champions find a way and they show people. So, and props to Zverev, I have to say, because he hasn't, historically played well on grass. His game doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily, like stylistically match up, but serving incredible, playing a lot more
Mm-hmm.
with this forehand, not just roping it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Did you see his feet digging into that grass
Yeah,
on
they
center
were
court?
people were I heard that this one like the groundskeeper was saying that the most difficult thing about maintaining the grass was going to be Alexander Zverev foot
Oh,
sliding on a curve.
no. Yeah, I
So,
mean, there was no world where he was going to change like that
yeah.
right before
And like
season.
you can't even do anything about it or say anything because like that's his it's not like he just started it
Yeah.
for the tournament. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
True.
we get into a little the fun stuff, the non tennis.
Oh, the
The wedding.
weddings.
It's
Yes.
wedding season. It's our little summer break off season, and that's wedding season.
Yeah, we had Demon R and Katie Boulter's wedding, Paige Lorenz and Tommy Paul, and then
Hmm.
Kazakina. That was super sweet. It was a
Yeah,
little nice
yeah,
reminder that they're, you know, that like
yeah,
be happy. It doesn't have to be all about tennis. But
yeah.
yeah.
No, that's good. They all took advantage of the little break that we have, and they can all. Yeah, the it was funny from Tommy Paul's wedding, like the video, Taylor Fritz and Tiafo and everybody. I think Opelka was in it too, like trying to hit everyone, and then Fritz literally missed everyone and fell on the ground.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
It's nice to see. Nice to see
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, that was Wimbledon. It somehow managed to deliver honestly everything, even though it was a little chaotic. There were underdog stories, emotional returns and matches, legendary matches, first time champs, and another reminder that Jannik Sinner, he's really setting the standard in men's tennis right now.
oh yeah, we'll see. we'll see about that till Carlos comes back. But
Exactly.
let us know your biggest takeaway from Wimbledon. Was it Arthur Fery's unbelievable run, Serena's return, Osaka's statement win, or Novak somehow refusing to age? So follow us for more on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Substack now at the Courtside Edit. And we'll see you next week or whenever as the hard court season officially begins.